from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to work. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. And
he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down carry by Elliott. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Thomas Davis in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Panthers. 43 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Come on now.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The 13 yards that time of the first.
It was funny during the draft process. Someone said to me, well, whoever takes Christian McCaffrey, as it turned out it was Carolina, how are they going to use him? Is he going to be an every down back? Is he going to be a 3rd down guy? They're going to use him in the slot? What are they going to do with him? And I just said, yes.
All of that.
No doubt about it. This kid can do it all.
And he did a nice job there out of the backfield to pick up the first. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They are, however, facing a 4th, and the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gun. 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line. We turn our attention to the Panthers as they come out here on offense, and it's been an interesting 3-year run. You look back to their Super Bowl appearance, then they dropped to 6-10 a couple of years ago. Last year back in the playoffs with 11 wins. So what in 2018?
I think a continuation of 2017 and an expansion on what we saw. It's always going to be a tough-minded team. They want to run the ball inside, and Cam Newton can be your short yardage runner as well as play the quarterback position and throw it. But they want to open things up. Remember, they drafted Christian McCaffrey last year, want to get him the ball in open space. They ended up drafting DJ Moore this year, so they want to be more explosive down the field throwing the football. And Luke Kuechly is a heck of a building block.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Cowboys have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. K1 short. Able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun on third. Pushing his way through. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
26. 26.
Prescott now on second down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go. 46. Go. Get out there. Get out there. Sweat.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Cooper fast with a feet. Cooper's got it. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tavon Austin punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Muscling free near the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Carolina! As his guys are in for 6, and the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
That was a special return And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Out comes the Cowboys offense. The wild optimism going into last season, of course, because they were coming off that 13-3 year. But they faded a bit last year as they dropped to a good but not great 9-7.
The good thing for Dallas, they play in a pretty volatile division, the NFC East. There hasn't been a repeat champion in the East since 2003, 2004, and that was Philadelphia, who currently holds the crown right now. But this is a Dallas team that I think has worked its way through some adversity. They've lost some key veteran players along the way the last 2 years. So the face of the franchise, actually the face is quarterback Dak Prescott. But to me, the guy who really makes them go, running back Ezekiel Elliott. If they get 16 out of him, expect Dallas to be in the thick of things.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 5, 8. Here we go. 46, 46. 26.
Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A first down throw for Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Come on now.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it, baby. Hey.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
That's right now.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Newton. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that lead is back down to 9 now. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Awesome.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football.
The pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 Short in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And his kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback, come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he's loose again. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the two-point try. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
46.
To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Fighting him off. He finds his man. It's Austin. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
46.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Now they'll run it on the toss. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go, 46, 46. Gun.
Here's Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over.